Greetings. Is this in? There we go. And salutations. Now, I don't know if you all are going to be able to hear me, right? So, if you're coming in, give me a thumbs up and let me know that you can hear me. Greetings, and salutations. I don't know if you all can hear me because y'all know how YouTube did me yesterday. They did me dirty day. Okay. Stella's out there sighing. Like her life is so hard. Greetings. Thank you so much. Okay, so YouTube decided not to SHIT on me today, right? No sugar honey iced tea. I don't know what happened yesterday. I really don't. And then there still isn't any sound. That's the crazy part. So, greetings, family. Happy Monday. Happy Motivation Monday. Welcome to the family meeting. Let me just get my notes together. I want it to be in front of the camera. And I also wanted to show you all the screen, but none of that happened. I had a busy day, but I thank God for all blessings. I thank God for making a way when I thought that there was no way. So, in spite of what people may wish for you, you keep pushing. Thank you to the people that are there, right? Encouraging me behind the scenes. I appreciate you all. We need more like minded folk. All right, so let's get this party started. I am going to be cutting up this papaya. Unfortunately, now this is the saddest part of everything. I left the rolls on the counter, right? I'm thinking it's cool in here. It's like 66 degrees in my house. It's fine. Lord Jesus. When my housekeeper came to pick up some of the stuff, the bagels, all the rolls, those Tuscan rolls or whatever, molded. I said, oh my God. Oh my God. They were molded. I felt so bad. But I gave her some of my croissants, which I did not want to, but I did. I gave her some of my bell peppers because I have an abundance. I did not give her any of my strawberries because I did promise them to someone. Well, one carton. And then I gave her the bagels. I said, oh my goodness. So if I knew it, I don't buy bread like that, y'all. So don't judge me. Okay. I'm thinking you sit the bread on the counter and it's fine. Now, because I have these beautiful doughs, right? I think it came in. I think the sun came in on the rolls and it said, you are done out here. Yeah. So awesome sauce. All right. So let's get this party started, right? Let me just start this off properly. Oops, I got unfriended again. They thought I was playing, but I don't give up. Yeah, had to say that. For the people that, God bless our people. Dear Black people, this is for you. This is for you. I am in no way, shape, or form perfect. Okay, guys, I think you all know that with all of my quirks and whatever. But one thing I will say is I'm loyal as F. And if you do me right, I'll do you right. You do me wrong, you're going to see the wrath of Satan. Satan. Is that how the Gambians say it? Satan. And it shouldn't have to be like this for Black people, right? But this is why I'm always gonna use my channel to speak truth. whether it's about traveling. Someone has said to me, your channels travel with Tay Tay, but it's not just traveling geographically. It's funny that she saw that, right? I'm traveling and I'm taking you all on my journey, whether it's fitness, food, fashion, a geographical location, or like this, where we are coming together to talk about some real ish in our community. Now, I am in no way, shape, or form the perfect person to be talking about this, but somebody's got to talk about it. But I love that Ma'at on the Mat is honoring and celebrating Kwanzaa. So let's start here. This is how I was going to start the video off, the live. So I want to show you all something. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. Where is it? We're going to start right here. Well, you know what? Okay. So I want to show you all it on the big screen, but I'm going to do it right here. Now, this is Ujima.
One of the things that I'm learning while being here in the Gambia is that if there is no truth, if there is no honesty, if there is no accountability in the actions of individuals, then there can be no community.
Did you all hear that? Let me just play it on the big screen one more time.
One of the things that I'm learning while being here in the Gambia is that if there is no truth, if there is no honesty, if there is no accountability in the actions of individuals, then there can be no community.
Okay. So I played this video quite a bit of times because I posted it on Facebook. Like when I heard this, it hit me. So she said, for those that didn't hear it, she said, one of the things I'm learning while being here in the Gambia is that if there is no truth, there is no honesty. Let me play it again to make sure I got it right.
One of the things that I'm learning while being here in the Gambia is that if there is no truth, if there is no honesty, if there is no accountability in the actions of individuals, then there can be no community.
If there is no truth, if there is no honesty, if there is no accountability in the actions of individuals, then there can be no community. Drop mic. Now, before we really get into this, did you all see this living room now? Did you see this? Look at this. Look at this. So she showed this so you all can see this, right? You see that? You see this picture? You see that picture right there? I don't know if you all know this, right? Oh, thank you so much, Purple Love. 2026. Happy New Year, early New Year. Thank you so much. Purple Love and 7. So, hi, Tay. I hope you had a wonderful holiday. Hey, Shadow Black. How you doing? Long time no see. So I worked for the holidays. I did Instacart, but I hope you had a great one. So let's. You see this, right? People are like, is this the Gambia? Yo, Miss L is doing it. So I understand the hate. I understand the hate, young lady. But you do see this picture, right? You see that picture? If you go to PVTV Gambia, you will see this picture in their videos. Mm-hmm. So there's no truth. There is no truth. If there is no truth, if there is no truth, if there is no honesty, If there is no accountability in the actions of individuals, then there can be no community. So let's talk about Ujima. Ujima, which is collective work and responsibility. Like I said, I appreciate the people that are promoting, or not promoting, but celebrating and um, um, honoring. That's the best way to say it. Honoring Kwanzaa. Now, I think last year I do try to honor it and talk about the days and you know, but it hit me like I didn't do it this year, right? I've been super busy. I didn't do it this year. It's okay. But I'm happy that Ma'at on the Mat is doing, I think, a 30-day, a full month, thanks and giving. So she brought it to my attention. And, you know, this one, Ujima says, collective work and responsibility to build and maintain our community together and make our brothers and sisters' problems our problems and to solve them together. Now, I know that this video may step on some people's toes, but right is right and wrong is wrong. Let me cut some lights on around here. The sun is going down, so I'm not getting as much natural light as I want. So let me just cut some lights on. Cut the lights on, not the garbage disposal. So, you know, some people, I may step on some people's toes, but we can't sit here and talk about community support, this, that, and the third, and then throw shade. Because either you really are, and I'm just gonna say this, down with the cause, or you're not. And down with the cause may mean a few different things for different people, right? Because we talk about, you know, group economics and collective economics and how we're supposed to help each other and how we're supposed to look out for our brothers and our sisters. And then you do that, and what happens? Because based on this, based on this, based on this, to build and maintain our community together, to make our brothers and our sisters' problems our problems. Well, isn't that what I did when I went to the Gambia? I'm just saying. Did I make our brothers and sisters' problems my problems? Because in the Gambia, we're talking about, oh, we got this, we have a support group, we have this. No, we have individualism in the Gambia. That's what we have. That's what we have. I told y'all I got unfriended again. I guess someone didn't like what I said, but the truth hurts, doesn't it? You were running your mouth about me, B, and you thought that I wasn't going to ever say anything, but you're telling people, come to the Gambia, come to the Gambia, come to the Gambia. And then you selling us a dollar and a damn dream. So I'm going to say this. There were certain things that I was saying yesterday, and YouTube was like, you will not say this. Okay? It's going to be, they said, we're going to mute your whole damn video. But I noticed that there are a lot of retired military in the Gambia, retired military women in the Gambia. Now, we know that, you know, some of the YouTubers have said, oh, you're retired, you're in the military, come to the Gambia, live your best life. Okay. But if you're married and you're saying, come to the Gambia and live your best life, is it going to be the same way for a single woman? Because I see the single women that's in the military, that's retired from the military, losing in the Gambia. They are falling for the okie doke, right? But I keep telling y'all, a married couple cannot tell a single person how to maneuver. But they will talk behind your back and talk about, the single person. Why a married person is talking about a single person doesn't make any sense to me. You worried about what a single person is doing in her bedroom? You must, nothing going on in your bedroom then if you worried about, damn, another 50 some plus woman worried about what Tay Tay is doing. You got a husband. Damn, you acting like Shrek. All right, let's get back to this. I told y'all, people may not like this conversation, but I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired of crying for my people, and we're just acting like some damn fools. But then we want to blame the white man. The white man did what he had to do. What are we doing now to each other? Because I always think that if you're going to Africa, then you have some type of, and this is my ignorance, y'all. I keep saying this, right? I'm thinking if someone is going to pay to get on that plane, pay over $1,000 to get on that plane. Everybody not paying $1,000 though. They trying to get it for cheap, and then they take 5 days to get to the damn Gambia. And it's like, what are you doing? What do you do? Have these people never traveled in their life? I don't get it. I swear. The next person that call me for information, you're gonna have to pay me. Call me an information H304. Call me an information 304. I'm not giving any more information out for free. Why? Because this whole community. Marcus Garvey said, go back to Africa. This also gives and puts a target on the black people's back. Right? They telling you, come to Africa, this, that, and the third. They don't have anywhere for you to live. I will always big up Miss L because Miss L is single like me. Right? People be hating on her. Hey, that's because she's not. Shut up, Shantae. That's because she's producing. And unfortunately, in our community, all of us are not supportive when someone is producing. Some people hate. It's like, you can be good, but don't be better than me. And it's sad. And we don't have to be like this. Dear black people, greetings, Miss Saint. So, we can't sit here as black people and talk about community and support. And when it comes down to it, there's no community and there's no support. Why? What is community? Let's start there. Let's Google community. Because, I hear some people on YouTube and they're like, well, I think this word means this. And I'm like, ninja, you can't just start changing the definition of words. Like, I feel that this. No. Let's go to the Webster Dictionary, right? Maybe not Webster. We're going to Google. So let's go to Google. Community. I'm not talking about the damn TV show. Community definition. A group of people living in the same place or having a particular characteristic in common. The scientific community is an example. Then they have number 2, a feeling of fellowship with others as a result of sharing common attitudes, interests, and goals. Now, that's the one I want to see, right? Community, the definition. A feeling of fellowship with others as a result of sharing common attitudes. Now, that's underlined. Interests and goals. People are jealous. And it just shows what they have done in their life growing up. And it's just sad. That's what you all see. I get online. And when I start talking about the plight of our people, what happens? I start crying. Why? Because I do love my people. But what are we doing? What are we doing? Someone said to me, Miss L never been here. And I'm like, why are you hating on this woman? Have you ever been to her compound? Or you think we all supposed to bow down and kiss your feet, bitch? What the hell? Excuse my French. I was saying B-I-T-C-H as in Stella, right? Female dog. So we know what the definition of community is, the attitudes, right? It says the attitudes. We are sharing the same. Let me go back to it. Did I get rid of it? I did. That quick, girl. I swear I will delete something in my. Okay, there we go. I swear I'm forever closing windows. I don't know why. I'm like, close that window, close that browser. Then I'm like, girl, you wasn't finished with it. It's like the people on Thanksgiving where your auntie always throwing away your food just because she see a plate and the plate you're not done. Y'all, this papaya smells delicious. So, result of sharing common attitudes, interests, and goals. Are we sharing common attitudes in the Gambia? I mean, it doesn't look like it to me. We got Kwesi over here scamming again. We're gonna look at that. We're gonna look more at his website tonight, also, right? I just want to cut this up. But the attitudes of some is you can do good, but don't do better than me. Oh, my boyfriend is better than yours. Everybody's 50 plus, and we talk about your boyfriend is better. What in the hell is going on here? Right? We're getting angry with each other for what? Because someone is doing good? This is nonsense. So like Miss L said, if there is no truth, if there is no honesty, if there is no accountability, that's a big one right there. I'm always on Facebook talking about some, when they show something on what's on Gambia, no accountability, no accountability, no accountability, right? So when people say, oh, you still talking about this? Well, shout out to the people that have been with me from the beginning. And I'm sorry if you have to hear the same thing over and over. But if these scammers are not going to stop, if I just stop talking about it, then people are going to continue to lose, right? Because someone lost with the leak. How you think I heard about it? They were scammed too. Okay? So this is a reason why for me to keep talking about it. Now, yes, there are some YouTubers in the Gambia that will not talk about it, but they'll tell you to come to the Gambia. Now, there's some people that I know can't talk about it. If you single and you live in the Gambia, you better keep your mouth shut. Femicide is real, is it not? We done saw how many females be knife in the Gambia, right? In broad daylight. I was assaulted in broad daylight. So in this country, do you think that these men actually care about the women? I don't think so. You have to look at where you're going. I'm just in awe at these older people that go to Africa or they go into the Gambia, and I'm like, well, what the heck? How did you get to this age? You don't know anything about the culture or the community? You don't know? No. They just know I can go to the Gambia and I can get me a young thing and he gonna bang my back out. But hold on. There are only a few Americans in the Gambia that actually work out. So when these women are sitting here talking about, oh, he did me some justice. How? You can barely move. I mean, are we going to, no, there's no honesty. We're just going to keep lying to ourselves? Then where are we going to get? Where are you going to get if you continue to lie to yourself? Where are you going to get? Please tell me. So people, Jesus Christ, y'all, when I do go back to the Gambia, nobody's going to know. Because I don't want, no one knows when I was in the Gambia last year, around this time. No, ain't nobody know I'm in the Gambia. They don't know when I'm there. And I like to keep it that way. From Gambians and Americans. It just so happens that I was on the street standing there and Miss Cynthia drove past with one of the children. I guess it was one of the children in the car, and she leaned over and she waved, right? Oh, I wish nobody saw me. I don't want to see anybody when I'm in the Gambia. There are only a few people that I want to see because there are only a few people that I mess with. And it's not, oh, I'm on some Oh, she's stuck up. No. You all see how I live sometime when I'm in the Gambia. I live with the Gambians. But my thing is I see that I can't trust a lot of people in the Gambia. They're scamming behinds. Okay, Saint? I don't you and then the sad thing is and I'm not talking about Gambians, y'all. This is a family meeting for Black Americans. So I'm not even talking about Gambians here right now. I'm talking about Americans. Who can you trust? Miss L let PBTV come and stay in her home. You stay in my home, you can use my internet, you can do this, you can do that, blah, blah, blah. You got water, you got solar, you have, she says all the things she has on her compound. And what happened? These ninjas, this couch. Let me just show y'all. I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to show you. Let me just show you what has happened. Okay, hold on. Let me turn this down. Let me just show you what has happened. Let me see. I'm going to have to go back some ways. So, she did a comparison. And the sad thing is I don't know how much people actually watch videos or understand, but I think people really think that, oh, Adama, Ant-Man, and Monkeypox Girl, Mzadi, they finished her compound. No. In case you weren't aware or you do not know, Ma'at on the mat and her crew finished her compound, the tiny house. The one that Shrek said, I can't live there. Girl, you can't. All you need to be is in a trash can. Let grown folk talk. Go and deal with the scallywags, okay? Go and follow them. Because the people that are trying to build, you cannot relate. You can't relate. And when I'm not talking about physically building, I'm talking about elevating. Because I went to Gambia to heal. Not only to heal, going back to Africa to heal, but I went for my investment property. But anytime I go to Africa, that's spiritual, boo. But how many are actually going there for that? If people are going there, I'm happy that a lot of people don't contact me anymore. Because if you go in there for pum, then leave me alone. Let me be. Because that's not what I go to the Gambia for. What, to play yourself? I did that. Did that with the low-life piece of crap, right? Greetings, Elisa. I know that's right, sis. It's best to keep it that way. No one should know every move. No one. Because I realize, you go and you tell these Americans, oh, I'm coming, this, that, and the third. And I mean, the fact that there was a big YouTuber having a conversation with, and I'm just going to say it. I told y'all, Miss Cynthia had a mother effing conversation with the happy companion. Okay, let's break this down. So Miss Cynthia is married, right? Why are you having a conversation with another man about me? Now, she said she didn't say it. She said she didn't say anything. Now, we always ask the question, if somebody comes and tells you something, well, what did you say? Right? But while he comes there, he goes all the way out to C4 to sit down and talk to Miss Cynthia. Miss Cynthia is the one that told me that. I don't know who else was there, but she's like, oh, well, the happy. First of all, she asked me, did you sleep with so-and-so and so-and-so? Why the fuck are you worried about what I'm doing? Worry about your own goddamn husband. Why are you worried about who I'm sleeping with? So that shouldn't even have been a question. I'm not going to walk up to somebody and say, are you sleeping with this person? Why is that any of my damn business? Because people will take $200 of your fucking money and talk about everybody in the Gambia. Oh, you want to pay $200? Then you come and you pay $200 and I'll tell you about everybody. Well, what the hell? Is that community? Jesus Christ. Take a breath, Tay-Tay. Is that community? Let's go back to it. Ujima. To build and maintain our community together and make our brothers and our sisters' problems our problems and solve them together. I didn't have a problem. I'm grown. I'm single. So why are they sitting having a conversation about me? Right? Because I don't know. I know what I want to say, but I'm not going to say it. But this is what I talk about. When people say, why you don't F with nobody? Because people are phony. You talking about Tay-Tay? Why are you talking about little old Tay-Tay? Her little old struggling channel. Why you talking about me? But won't talk about the fact that you saw financial statements when you and your husband went to Quasi Boy's home, and you from America, so you know what financial statements look like. But you tell me, and you don't say anything else. When we did what we did for Anja, it shouldn't have been done on my channel, right? If we wanted to reach a large group of people, then it should have been on a big channel, right? Community My ASS. Community My ASS. But that's what happens there. People, most of the people that are going to the Gambia are older, they're retired. But these people are messy as F. I know what I went to the Gambia to do. I know when I went there, I made my brothers and my sisters' problems my problems. And you know what? Maybe I shouldn't have. You know, we look at these principles of Kwanzaa, right? And they sound good, but can we actually do this? Because I mean, I made my brothers and my sisters' problems my problems. I helped Americans, I helped Gambians. And what the F did I get in return, family? What did I get in return? Lies, whatever, robbed, assaulted. What? Where were the people when I got robbed, right? I didn't ask anyone to pay anything. I was still new to the Gambia, right? Learning how to maneuver, trying to find a lawyer, this, that, and the third. Why didn't anyone that is a big YouTuber, why didn't they come to me and say, you know, Shantae, are you safe in your compound? Are you safe? Do you need anything? And I would have said, I need somewhere else to stay. I wasn't asking for money. Tay came financially stable. That's why Quasi, Phoenix, and every last bumpster, Jibby and Jai, and all the bumpsters and the piranhas that were around leeching, they knew, oh, she prepared. I mean, who the hell goes to another continent and not prepared? That's dumb behavior. But not one person. They made videos, including Go Black to Africa, right? Community my ass. Community my ass, okay? But are we ready to have this conversation? No. Some of us are. Many of us aren't. So when it's time to come together, we were divided. When we came together for Anja's, the town hall, right? We came together for that. Where was the happy companion? He was on Go Black to Africa's page. But you in the Gambia, nigga? Yeah, I said it. Because you're an ignorant ass person. But you're in the Gambia. Hold on. You are in the Gambia. So how can you not? You were at her funeral. These ninjas, boy. Alhamdulillah, walk with me. I don't care about these people. But why not? Tay, do you need to go somewhere? You need to move? Because like real talk, y'all. How did I get that compound? How did I end up in that compound? That was Molly Morris and Phoenix Rain. And they charged me, the agent charged me $600. There's no, Gambians are like, what? 600? No one's ever charged, no agent ever charged $600 because I was dealing with trifling leeches, broke ass leeches. Molly Morris was walking around looking like a crackhead, right? He didn't find the right American. He found one and gave her a baby, right? But these women are so, Jesus Christ, the self-esteem is in hell. What's going on here? But they're like, I'm educated. I got money. I got this. You have no common sense. Now she took him to synagogue. I hope he don't assault her. I hope that he doesn't abuse and assault her the way he allegedly did with Angel, the owner of Motu. Y'all thought Molly Morris owned Motus, right? No, he was just a bumpster, a Jamaican bumpster dick. So they're the ones that took me to that place, right? But you know, if you ever are in the Gambia and you come to the Banjul High Court, then you'll hear the evidence regarding that. My lawyer is not. Oh God, thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you, God. Because this has been a long time coming. I don't know what's going to happen, but I know we're going to fight. What did Jennifer Hudson say? We going to fight. That song. I love that album. Didn't they say she was pregnant by Common? I got to go and Google and see what's going on. Periodically, I'll Google a celebrity I like. Like, hey, what's going on? Oh, that's good. They didn't have another baby. Good for them. And then I move on. But we're going to fight. And in the end, I will have my freedom and my name back because I would have had my mother effing day in court. Let me see. None. There's no community. Yeah. It's sad though, right? Because it's like in front of the camera, these people act like everything is perfect, everything is sweet, right? But I'm going to say this and I'm going to move on from that. There is a newspaper article out there. I'm going to elaborate more behind the scenes in my membership, but there's a newspaper article out there. You can search for it. It's not on the Standard where my newspaper article was, but there's a newspaper article of an African American man in the Gambia that was arrested and sent to Mile 2 because he had a pistol. Now, these are the same people that are saying the Gambia is safe. You need to leave America because the police is killing you and this, that. But you brought a gun to the Gambia. Now, I was like, this can't be true. This can't be true. So what did I do? I contacted who I know, right? And this is a Gambian, not an American, right? Contrary to what people think, Gambians, oh, the real Gambians that's not scamming, that's not scammers, they love me, right? Man Gambian la, not on purpose, but I did learn a lot about the culture. But they love me, they help me out, they look out for me, you know. They wanted me to be in the Gambia in a couple days. I'm like, nah, I can't do it. Sorry, yo. Come to America to see me. So I reached out to a Gambian and I'm like, yo, is this real? Is this real? And they was like, that's a reputable. Who is it? Always gassing her ass up. They said this is a reputable website. This is a reputable newspaper. If it's here, this is real. I said, Jesus. Let's go back to it. If there is no, let me get back to it. Hold on. Hold on. Yes, Stella, I know. There's some nonsense, ain't it? If there is no truth, if there is no honesty, if there is no accountability in the actions of individuals, then there can be no community. Now, how many people will get up and really say, you know, I mean, I don't know if I got arrested. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all this. If I got arrested in the Gambia, I would be like, yes, I got arrested. Y'all would know it. If I could have my phone, I'm gonna be on it, blah, blah. I don't care, right? Because I know if I got arrested for something, it's gonna be for something, me fighting for myself, right? More activist than me committing a crime. But yeah. Now in the membership, I'll read you all the article, but I'm not going to do that in the public. But you can sure search it. But where's the honesty? Oh, we're fine. Blah, blah, blah. He wasn't arrested. We all got the same message. Because contrary to what people think, people are just not talking online. People, come on, man. Y'all know the ghetto, what is it called? The ghetto hotline, right? We know information spread through the hood faster than damn TMZ, right? We know that. Is my mic still on? My mic sound nice. Check one. So we know the information hotline in the Gambia. You ever get a text and it says forwarded many times? Well, I did. That was in regards to the black British dude that got murked, right? Yeah, y'all keep messing with these young girls and these young boys and thinking that he love you or she love you. I learned my lesson. They like mighty like, oh, I love you. Ninja, you don't love me. You just love my doggy style. Let me stop. Look, come on, man. I ain't stupid. I'm not stupid. These women are old, fat, can't move, and they think that these dudes love them. I don't know what to do with that. And it's sad because what happens when they end up dead? Right? I don't know. I hope that doesn't happen. But I can say this, people are definitely playing Russian roulette with their damn lives. Okay, so let's get back to this. Oh, that's what I want to show you. Well, hold on. I'm everywhere. Hold on. I want to show you all the PBTV couch, right? You let someone come and stay in your home. But this is how diabolical these people are. There's no truth. There's no honesty. There's no accountability. How many people want to sit there and tell you to, oh, just forget about it. Oh, you got to forgive and forget. Oh, you need to be the bigger person. Well, let me just share something with you. Being the bigger person does not mean that you need to be the one to go and apologize. Being the bigger person sometimes is just walking the F away. Remember that. When people tell you, oh, you need to be the bigger person, they're telling you you need to accept this abuse. How dare you take this abuse? How dare you not take this abuse? So if someone messes up my home, oh, you should just, forgive and forget. No, you will say that. A person will tell you that because they have never worked as hard to get where you are. Or maybe they have the money, they just don't have the consciousness or the skills or the critical thinking skills to make it happen. So it's better for me to just hate on you and say, oh no, just forget it. So someone is supposed to cost someone thousands of dollars. You destroy their home. Let's show you the coochie couch. That's what somebody said. They're like, you see the coochie couch? I said, what the heck? The children said that. Why? This was my nieces. They said their mother's couch was a coochie couch. And I said, well, what you mean the coochie couch? Because she let girls come over here and have schmecks on the couch with their boyfriends. I looked at my nieces and I said, Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints and the Mormons. I didn't say that, but I did say Jesus. It's really sad, right? Because children shouldn't even be talking like this. They shouldn't even be talking like this. But how many children are exposed to things that they shouldn't be exposed to? So that's where the coochie couch comment comes from. So I'm looking for this couch. Hold on. Because boy, when I saw that couch, I was like, hold up. That's the same couch? Boy, she knows some people that can upholster some things. And I'm like, wait, I wish they can do that for me and then send it back this way. Make me a nice chair and then send it back this way. I think I passed it, you all. Hold on. Honestly, I feel like if I would have met Miss L, if I would have met her before I left the Gambia, if I would have met her when I first got there, I think things would have been different. I probably would have built a home, It wouldn't have taken me 8 years because I have access to capital. I didn't say, I'm going to Africa, let me run up my credit cards. Who the hell does that? Irresponsible people does that too. Irresponsible people. I need my capital. This is the video. All right, let me pause this. Okay. Y'all ready for this? Okay. Greetings, Bruce. Wayne the Gray. Okay. So now I was telling you all about PVTV, right? PVTV Gambia. Miss L let them stay in their home. First of all, just look at this. I haven't even played it yet, right? So the sad thing is these are the same people that will tell you, oh, America. I've seen the videos. I'll go to his channel. I'll go to his channel and show you the black eye that his wife has. I'm going to do that anyway. So these are the people that will tell you, oh, come to the Gambia. Y'all need to leave America. America this, America that. You see, I'm living in this house, and this ninja is living in Miss L's home. But these are scammers. These are people that aren't they like in their 30s? If you're in your 30s and you move to Africa, what are you living off of? Your retirement? But if you're not putting any more money into your retirement, you don't have a job in the Gambia, or you don't, not a job. If you don't have, well, you can go get a job, right? I think they said, what's the name? Got a job, right? She worked at the hotel, so you can get a job. But I mean, she's in her 20s, right? So, Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm gonna leave that one alone. I'm gonna save that story for the. I'm gonna save that story for the membership. All I'm gonna say is people be talking. People, excuse me, be talking. And these people that be talking, some of them are in their 60s, some of them are in their 70s, some of them are in their 50s. But they all sitting around talking about each other. Oh, you know, so-and-so's daughter was pregnant. Well, she said she wasn't pregnant. Well, I know she told me, the father told me that she was pregnant. I said, see, 70-year-olds gossiping. I'm like, well, I ain't pregnant, so why do I care? Why? I just God dang on it. The same black people that are here are the same damn black people that are there. Okay? It's no different. It's just that some people are more enlightened. That's it. And some people just aren't. So let's look at this. Look at this. Oh crap. Okay. Hold on. Don't send me any text messages, okay? Let me get rid of all of that. Okay. Wait, let me turn it up. Hold on. Let me turn it up. I don't even know if there's any volume. Okay. Don't send me any more text messages. I'm showing my phone.
All is well with you. All is well.
Hold on. Let's run it back.
Greetings, family. Hope all is well with you. All
Look at
is
this.
well with
Look how dirty that is.
This was my original sofa.
Look at that.
From Enza.
Look at that.
At Emporium Mall.
What is that?
It's a gray and white chevron design.
She said a roach came out.
And new. After a year of being away from the Gambia, this is what I returned to.
Look, y'all.
I was lucky enough to drop
look,
that.
Do y'all see that? You see this? Design. That's what she returned to.
It was nice and new.
Look.
After a year of being away from the Gambia, this is what I returned.
That's what PVTV did to her couch.
I should drop that same sofa on
Look.
Sofax or Sofa X. I picked out a pattern.
Look at that.
At the Emporium Mall that seemed very similar, at least at Google.
I was surprised when she showed me. I was surprised when I saw this.
I picked up my sofa yesterday and placed it in the living room.
Look at that.
Painted walls, painted floors, and this is what I have now.
You heard her?
I want to say once again, thank you to the people at Sofa X.
Sofa. Okay, let me not. It's Sofa X.
Sofa X.
Yeah, Sofa X. They were accommodating. So when these people sit around and say, oh, come to the Gambia, America is crashing and crumbling, look at these people's lives. Are they living off of YouTube and donations? Right? Because I know, did I release that video? Oh, let me play it for you all. I think it's in the membership, but let me play it for you all. Is this it? Okay.
Right? They ain't broke. They got money. They done bought land. They done built their house. So why the hell
I give them a price for the dog food. So they reach out to me, hey sis, I would like a bag of dog food. How much? I tell them how much. They tell me, what's the Gambian price? Bitch, you ain't Gambian, neither am I. So why the F are you asking me for the Gambian price? Because these people are diabolical. These people want shit for free. Period. So these are the same, these are two different groups of people that I'm talking about, right? I'm talking about somebody, and then Miss L is talking about somebody that messed up her couch in her house, and she had to get the walls painted. This couch looks like it belongs in a trap house. A trap house. Look at the fingerprints. Look. I'm just like, how hard is it for you to keep someone's home clean when you don't have anywhere to live and they allow you to stay in this beautiful home? If you all haven't followed my aunt on the mat, you can follow her. She's trying to get to a certain amount of subscribers. So follow her to get her over the hump so she can get to 2,000. I think she only needs 3. But what I'm going to say is not only follow her, but look at her shorts. We understand that people don't have a lot of time to look at long videos and stuff like that, but look at her shorts. What she has done to this beautiful home. How she doesn't have a Gambian build, and it's okay to not have a Gambian build. You can build how you want if you understand. But how many will come to her and say, hey, can you help me? I mean, some people will. Either they want it for free, or they either want it for free or they don't have enough money and they want to cut corners. But I understand the jealousy. I do. It's unfortunate because I experienced it too. And I don't even live there. So, yes, you see that now. Yes, Stella is chilling. BJ, welcome. Hot mess, right? Hot mess. That is a But let's go to PVTV. PVTV. They get on there and they tell you, come to the Gambia. If someone is telling you, come to the Gambia, come to the Gambia, come to the Gambia, then I'm going to tell you, you need to keep an eye out for that, because why would I want you to come somewhere in haste? Why would I want you to, oh my God, you need to get here. No. I'm going to rush you to moving from America to Africa. Why would I do that? The only time I will rush you is if I'm trying to get over on you and I'm trying to scam you. Because someone that has some common sense will tell you, okay, well, you need to do this, you need to do that. Take your time. Come and visit. No, you just need to come here. Well, PBTV said that they were, hold on. They said that they were going to, right? They said that they were going to, they did the live with my aunt on the mat, and they build in, and she asked them, have you ever done what's the name before? Have you ever built a tiny home? No. Okay, but she was gonna give him an opportunity. He literally came on her page and talked crap, and I came at him. Because I mean, what are we doing here? So you want to abuse the elder, my ninja? Because you look a little, dude looks a little unstable. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie. Is this the video? Wait, it's a short. Let me do the short. Hold on. Let me go here. So let's go back. So if you look at this, who house are they in? That looks like the couch. Hold on. This looks like the couch that's in Miss L's bedroom. Miss L has that gray wall, right? Let's keep looking. So they said that they were building, her home, right? Okay. Did I give them a thumbs down?
It's not even really about change or anything.
No, I should have, though. Okay. It's not about change. It's about money. It is about money. So you can see, let's just see this. right? You can see they post in tiny house, tiny house, tiny house. This goes back a year, right? Oh, wait, look at this. Okay, let's look at this. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. What do you all see? What do you see? Is that not the same? Wait, let me take it back for you then. Hold on, because I'm going to give you all of it. Is that not the same picture that we just saw in Miss L's home? Let me just double check. Let me just double check because I could have swore that's it. Hold on. Is that not the same? Is that not the same picture? Right? That's the same picture, right? Okay. Okay. So let's bring this back. So if there was, you see these pictures. This is Miss L's home. You see it. What does it say? We build tiny houses in Gambia. Look at them. Do you actually build tiny homes? Because you didn't finish. Did you actually leave Miss L's house? Did y'all leave her home open when you left? Did you leave her gate open? Did you leave her effing windows open, hoping that she would get robbed? This is not community. God damn it. Breathe, Shantae, breathe. Breathe. These people are diabolical. These people are diabolical. You hear me? Let me just read a few comments. I had to lay off that family. Shadow Black says, because they were always talking ish about their children. Oh, my Lord Jesus. Well, okay, let's finish this. I would never talk about my kids and the decisions they make as parents. Just be there for them. Oh, I know who you're talking about. I know who you're talking about. But they spoiled them. They spoil them. Well, the dad says the mom spoils them. Those people never had anything nice to do. Someone else's property like that. It's just awful. They did her like that. Eliza, yes. And then got the nerve to say, nobody, this ninja got the nerve to say, don't nobody here like you. Oh, so don't nobody there like Miss L. Why? Because them mofos are dumb and broke? Is that why? Because she built 2 houses in 3 years and it took other people forever, or they don't have a house. They got land, they don't have any money to build. Why? Well, where is the community, family? Where is the community? Community, my ASS. Okay, so Miss L got this chair redone, right? You can see that because that looks a little dirty, right? Yeah. But let me go a little bit further. Because what I want to do, how do I get to this? Hold on. What I want to do, hold on. Come on, I want you to go here. I want to go to their channel. Okay. Oh, okay. All right, YouTube. All right, hold on. Hold on. What is he talking about? In California. Hold on. I got some California people in here. Are there houses, modest mansions in California that are 100, 200,000? Please tell me, because I, these people just be talking. These people really just be talking, because it's like, I'm going to tell you that I know what I'm doing. I'm going to tell you I know what come on, screen. I'm going to tell you I know what I'm doing when I actually don't. I'm going to allow you to send me money over and over and over for me to fix certain things in your home, to do this. But then I'm going to take the money and I'm not going to do what I'm supposed to do, right? I'm going to leave your home unattended for you to be robbed. I'm going to leave your home disgusting and nasty, and I'm going to break things, and I'm going to cut your light fixtures, and I'm going to cut this, and I'm going to destroy your light, your street, your yard solar bulb lights. You know how you have up the driveway, the lights that go up the driveway and they're solar? Why did they cut these? These are videos that are all on her shorts. I just was able to put it together. Why? Is that community? So you let me stay here, but I hate you so much because I don't have what you have. I don't have any money to take care of my wife and my children, but I hate you, so I'm going to destroy your house. What the? PVTV Gambia, in case you were wondering who did that. Now let's look at this.
Yeah. And the full title that you was, or are you just
Okay, so let me see.
the
So
lie?
what I want you all to see is her eye. So she's turned a certain way because she has a mark on her face. Let me see. So I did these videos, right? I had did some screen recordings and then I deleted them. Because I was like, you know what? I don't care. But then I'm like, you know what, Shantae? You have to say something. Because if you don't, how many people are going to continue to be scammed? So if I don't say anything, then people that think, oh yeah, this person really built her home. Somebody contacted me and was like, oh, so Ant-Man finished her home? No, she finished her home. But they said after they left and did some foul stuff, right? Yeah, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. Oh, you got to go and pick your keys up from someone else. So she gives you the mother effing keys, Ant-Man, and you want to give her keys to someone else because you can't look her in her face for what you have done to her home? These people are diabolical. They are absolutely diabolical. But if you look at their channel, oh, they doing it. So they say, okay, we're not doing, they're not doing the tiny house because you'll see those videos just disappeared, right? So you're not doing the tiny house. Then they like, oh, we're doing tours. How? I heard y'all were living on the streets. What were you doing tours? How? Oh, because of how you got your vehicles. Another scamming, right? But that elder is not going to say anything. These elders, why would these single elders say anything, you all? If they say something, well, Shrek thought that they were good people too, right? She did a live with them. And he never came on the channel. He never came on the page. They never came on, right? So but they were in the comments just talking and talking and talking. But no, Shrek, oh, these are good people. Well, she sound like our president. What you talking about, Willis? These are good people. These are good people. What are you saying? They not scamming people. But how many elders are going to get in front of the camera and say something? Not many. Why? They're single. Why would they put themselves in danger? Right? Because we know if you say something, you might end up DEAD. Stella, you know that's a cat bed, right? Y'all see my thickum thighs. Okay, so let's put this on here. Let me just take that away real quick. So until I get myself together. So unfortunately, ATM Tim, I think a lot of people think that when they look at people on these videos that these people are nice. Like, oh, those are some good people. Because I mean, one thing I could say is I'm actually living my life. So, and trying to get some things handled, right? So with that being said, I don't really have time to always do videos. I hope that I can really get to the point where I can do videos all the time. This is why I do lives. But the diabolical people, the scammers, oh, they are forever in front of the camera. Why? They need y'all money to survive. They done got up and moved to Africa and don't have anything. If they're getting a check, we know that it's not enough to live in Africa, okay? People may tell you, oh, it's cheap. It's this, is that. The Gambia is not as cheap as you think it is. Okay? You go there. And then if you're not willing to walk or take the gilly, they're going to get you. Town trip, oh, how much? Oh, $750. No, that you never pay that much. Right? But if you don't know, you may pay that much. Now, I never paid that much for a taxi. Why? Because I always had my damn phone out or a little calculator and I'm doing the exchange. And I'm like, what? Nigga, I'm not paying $20 for this. You think I'm gonna pay this? I'm not paying this. I'm like, Jeff, oh, Sister Kai, Sister Come, what you want to pay? I don't want to pay anything now. I want to walk. I'm ignorant as F. Because I know it's all performative. It's not genuine. They're just trying to get money from you. But think about the elders. The elders are not walking like that. Some of them are, right? But if they don't have a car, or if they do have a car, they just gonna be in a car all the time, right? They don't want to walk anywhere. But if they don't have a car, then they are getting screwed by the taxi people. Now you think about all these taxis. If you're ever in the Gambia and you walk down, you're like, oh, well, the taxis. There's taxis everywhere, right? You walk past, they're like, taxi. You say no to one person, and the person sitting 5 feet from him, taxi. Didn't I just tell him no? What the hell you talk? Because it's not about a taxi. You better recognize that it's about them trying to get an older woman to take care of them and get them up out of the Gambia. Because this is what has been happening for decades, right? Generations it's been happening for. How do people start building overseas and never picked up a hammer in America? I guess they're trying. They're trying their best. They are trying their best. But you know, all I'm gonna say is when you go to Africa, you could be whoever you want. These people are builders. I mean, didn't what's his name? AP from AP and Jodian. I probably was real close. That music probably was really loud. Sorry, y'all. AP and Jodian, he said, what did he say? His father is a builder. His father did this. His father did that. And then he starts building wrong. And people are like, well, that's not what you're supposed to be doing. Okay, y'all, hold on. I didn't turn this the wrong damn way. I want to show you all. We're going to look at what Kwesi Boyd has been doing. So it's just it is. I'm in awe, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, because I don't understand these people. I'm just like, where did these people come from? But these are the same people that always want to talk about white people and this, that, and the third. Yes, white people have done some horrible things to us. Yes, I'm not going to. All right. I am not going to refute that. Right? But what I'm talking about is, what are we doing to each other? What are we doing to each other? Are we not going to stand for each other? Oh, wait, let me get to what I want to get to. Oh, no. I forgot. I need my laptop. Dang, blasted. Okay, so I need to hook all that up. But I wanted to talk to you all, and I wanted to cut up the papaya. So now we're going to talk about community economics, right? Because everyone wants to talk about these community economics with in the Gambia, in Africa. They talk about, oh, we need to share. No, broke people want you to share your money with them. Let me just say it properly. Let me say it properly. Damn PVTV. So if y'all come and count and wait, hold on. If you come in contact with this dude, you better run, because I'm gonna tell you, if you don't know, the police came looking for this ninja. So why are the police looking for him? Why did the police come looking for him? Why are the police looking for all these African Americans? Come on, I need you to focus. So I need you to see his face, right? Why? Why are all these Americans getting arrested in the Gambia? Why are the police looking for them? Because they are mother effing scammers. You better recognize. You better recognize. How many people got arrested? So that's one American. That's the other American with the gun. Kwesi been arrested. Why are all these black men, Black American men, being arrested in the Gambia when they telling you, come here is better? I don't know. Gambia seems like it's becoming a criminal's paradise. It really does seem like it's becoming a criminal's paradise. And Gambians have said that. It's a sanctuary for scammers. Now the sad thing is when Uncle Yaya was there, the criminals hated him being there. They hated that. What? He gonna hold me accountable. But Gambians say that they felt safe. Yes, it's like when a parent has a child and the parent is trying to shelter their child from the world, right? You won't let them do certain things because you're trying to shelter them from the evils of the world. And I feel like that's what Uncle Yaya was doing. But they wanted to go live with their mama, right? We want to do this. Daddy not letting us do that. Blah, blah, blah. And now look at the country. But there will still be Americans on there saying, Gambia is the best. It can be. Don't get me wrong. Gambia could be popping. It's a small country, right? It's on the water. Gambia could be popping. But the mindset of the people is what will keep them down. Gambians said this, not me. Okay? Gambians have said this. The mindset of Gambians is what keeps them down. Because they would rather scam you, rob you instead of working. They would rather try to be in a relationship with you instead of working. They would rather sling instead of working, right? They'd rather be a gigolo and a lot of hoes. They would rather do that than work. Not all, but many. Enough for it to give the Gambia a certain name. So it's enough. Not all, but it's enough. Dang, loving Father, unalived, and Christmas Day stabbing. Jesus Christ. Okay, all right, so let's get to this. Epstein survivor's attorney questions DOJ after discovery of 1 million new documents. I can't even laugh. This is a sad, sad, sad day in this world. So if you are around like-minded folk, stay around them and hold them close and never let go. Never ever let go. So let's get into this. I'm gonna finish this. Shout out to the people that's hanging out with me. We're gonna finish this because we're talking about. I think today is Ujamaa. That's what they were saying because it's 2 A's at the end. So what am I looking for? And that talks about group economics. So I'm gonna get to my notes and we're gonna break this down because if you listen to many of these Pan-Africanists, they want to try to tell you what to do with your money, right? Oh, we need to do this. Oh, we need to do that. Y'all need to pay for this. And well, what the hell are you doing? And how do we know that the money is going to go where you tell us is going? Because I'm telling y'all, I showed y'all that 14 plus $1,000 went to Kwesi Boyd's sister, Sean Boyd. Sean Boyd has never been to the Gambia. So if she's never been to the Gambia, why is he sending her money? But these are the same people that want to talk about group economics. They want to spend your money, right? Kwesi thought, oh, Tay-Tay's nice. I told everybody she got money. We gonna do this where I had money. I could say I had it before the ninjas took it, right? But what was I trying to do? Where's my phone? What was Tay-Tay trying to do? I think Tay-Tay was trying to build and maintain, where is that? Build and maintain our community together, right? In the Gambia, and make our brothers and sisters' problems our problems and solve them together. So some of us are actually following these principles and the others are taking advantage. They're taking advantage. So I want to read the one that's for today because I think a big YouTuber has this as their cover photo, but like I told y'all, they blocked me. They what's funny is they didn't block me, I blocked them. So they unfriended me, and I was like, oh, okay, to hell with your bald head. Let me say. So they unfriended me, and then they locked their profile. And I'm like, see, this is what happens. When you are in the Gambia for an extended period of time, you start to act like them. You ask me, what's the Gambian price? You're not Gambian and I'm not Gambian. So why are you asking me for a Gambian price for dog food that you know came from America, BITCH? These people are, say it with me, diabolical. I don't understand. Do I need my charger? No. So they have this, so they lock their profile. So I'm like, if you are in the Gambia for an extended period of time and you don't leave and come back to America, you're gonna start acting like the Gambians. And that's what I see. So it's easy to say now, okay, so let me see what this principle is. It's called cooperative economics. Let me see. Okay. Okay, so this is what they have, right? It's Ujamaa. U Ujamaa, but it says to build and maintain our own stores, shops, and other businesses, and to profit from them together. So that's today's principle, right? For Kwanzaa. Happy Kwanzaa to all my Black people. How many people have stores and shops and businesses in the Gambia that are African American? That where these shops they started them, since a lot of us started going. A lot of us started going in 2020, right? So since 2020, oh, my knee hurt, y'all. My knee is hurting. I don't know what the hell is going on. I'm going to the doctor tomorrow. Damn body getting old, trying to fall the fuck apart. Excuse my French. Trying to fall apart. I'm sorry, y'all. And to know that I didn't curse like this before I went to the Gambia. Isn't that a shame? I curse, but I ain't curse like this. I didn't even say the N-word. I said, these people make you say the N-word. I don't care if they Black, Chinese, Asian, Lebanese, or white. They acting like some ignorant ninjas. So let's talk about this. So what happened to my screen? Jesus Christ. Ujamaa. It is a Swahili word meaning familyhood or togetherness, representing a philosophy of collective work, shared wealth. Shared wealth? Are you crazy? They tried to share my damn wealth in the Gambia. See, this sounds good, but when you're dealing with a different type of people, then they will take advantage of your good heart and your they will take advantage of your good heart. Okay, I did both of those things. And the fact that you love your Black people, right? How did those 2 police officers get unalived? All 3 of them got shot. Aha, pow, pow, in the Gambia at Jabang Sukuta traffic light. How did that happen? The guy walked up in one of the long dresses, they call them, right? The only people that wear those long dresses are the elders. So everybody thought he was an elder. He walked up with a pistol, a pistola, and pow pow, all 3 of them. 2 of them gone. So what I said to the Gambians that I was staying with, I was like, you see, what happens is Gambians know Gambian culture. And they know that most Gambians are not going to think that a Gambian did it. They're like, Gambians don't behave like that. Right? They always say, oh, that had to be a Senegalese, that had to be somebody else, that had to be a foreigner. Because in their minds, Gambians won't do nothing like that. You think the guy that robbed me didn't think that? I mean, he even in court tried to make it like, oh, it's a us against them. The judge didn't go for that. She said, no can do. I'm not going for that. But he did it. He sure did it. So they know their own culture. So they think that people won't do this, but they will. So Ujamaa is a Swahili word meaning familyhood or togetherness, representing a philosophy of collective work, shared wealth, and cooperative economics. It is the fourth principle of Kwanzaa, emphasizing building and sustaining businesses and wealth within the community for shared prosperity, aligning with movements like Buy Black. Now, would this be great if the people, the Black Americans in the Gambia could come together? I mean, it's kind of hard for us to really come together. It's not hard, but it's a bigger scale for us to come together in America, right? But in the Gambia is, quite a number of Americans there. So why aren't there more? I mean, there are restaurants, but why aren't there more businesses? Why doesn't the American, why is there not, why isn't there, is that what I'm supposed to say? Why isn't there a store? Why don't they have a supermarket? There we go. Why don't they have a supermarket? Right? Isn't that something that's going to make money all the time and this, that, and the third? It's funny that they have that the YouTuber has this and they don't have a business. Let me shut up, Shantae. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Mm. So that's Ujamaa. Ujamaa. Now we're going to look at this, right? For Ujamaa, because this is what they want to talk about: collective, economics, and Marcus Garvey and a Pan-Africanist, and it all sounds good. But what is actually happening? I mean, because I could sit here and say, y'all, I got $1 million in my bank account. I ain't thinking about these ninjas. Da, da, da. I could say whatever I want to say to y'all right now, right? I could tell you anything. Now, most people are going to be like, this girl lying like a mug. She's lying. But how many are actually going to say this when they see something like this? Because what they're doing is they're saying, don't you want to have a better retirement? Don't you want to have a better retirement? Right? So you need to come to Africa. Your money can stretch. All of those things are true. But not if you're dealing with leeches and scammers. People telling you to come here, but they don't have anywhere for you to stay. So now you go and they say, oh, well, you could stay in, Anja's apartment. Or you could stay, no. Let me not use Anja. You could stay in what's her name? Victoria Halstead. You could stay in Victoria Halstead's apartment. Hisstead. Her name is not Halstead. That is on Chicago Man. That's a Halstead. You could stay in Victoria's Victoria Hisstead Veronica. God daggone it. I can't even get the name right. Okay. You could stay in Veronica Hisstead's home, right? Now, are they going to tell you that somebody else got robbed before Veronica? Why are these people staying in places that got robbed? I wonder if somebody got robbed in my place that I stayed in because somebody got robbed after me. My thing is when I brought the two raggedy ass Americans to the Gambia with me, what did I do? They stayed in the compound with me. Why? Because I know what a Gambia is about. But how are these people that come from the south side of Chicago, the south side of Miami, freaking Compton, California? I'm just saying, Camden, New Jersey. I'm just saying a lot of the places that they say are rough, right? Why do they come from these places and they can't recognize the crimes that's happening in the Gambia? Or do they not want to? Because it's better for me to sit here and tell you everything is awesome, everything is roses, and we know better than that. Africa, the continent, is beautiful, but is it not a dark place? These people believe in black magic more than they believe in Allah that they praying to. Somebody came on my page and said, I don't know if you believe in black magic, but we can get this done. This ninja got a Muslim name. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. They have all this religion, but no spirituality. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, so where am I? Where am I? Okay, so when we talk about before we get into Ujama, we Ujima is what I wanted to talk about real quick, right? So I'm just gonna say this and then I'm gonna be done with this. You know, when I went to the Gambia, yes, I lost all that money, but what I did was I said, okay, Shantae, you're here. Let's go ahead and volunteer and do what you said you were going to do, right? So that's what I did. I went, I volunteered, and then I started making my brother's problems, my brothers and sisters' problems, my problems. So thanks to you all of the people, the subscribers and the people that aren't subscribers that donated to Each One Teach One, we started solving the education problem, right? Hold on. Let me correct my words because I said solving because it says solve them together, right? So we started solving a piece of the education department and just making sure that children had the right utensils and resources to be successful in class, in their classes, right? In their studies. That's what we did. And what did I get in return? I got robbed by the dude that's Gambian, right? We we giving back to your people and you rob me? Wow, you are a piece of shit. Um I can't. I can't. Shadow Black Tea, you are funny. I mean, if we gonna talk about the housewives and everything, then we might as well tell the truth, right? Tell the truth and shame these damn devils. This is a hot mess. But look, I don't even live in the Gambia. So how do I know all of this? And the people that live there aren't saying anything? Come on, man. Come on. These people, something got to give. I lost too much money to keep my mouth shut. And people are losing too much money for me to keep my mouth shut. Okay, so, okay, all right. So this says desktop. Okay, so let me. mm, mm, mm. All of this looks really good, right? All right, so we gonna get to that. Huh. And unfortunately, someone was scammed. And this is all AI. Oh wait, hold on. Let me see if I can show y'all real quick. Let me see if I can show you all what this says. Let me see. Come on. But that's what I went to the Gambia to do, right? And I decided to make my brothers and my sisters' problems my problems. And I feel like that's where I made a mistake. I was nice, but we look at these principles of, you know, black man, black woman, black child. We look at all these principles of Kwanzaa, and we're like collective, and we collective work, and we need to collective economics, and we need. But what did Miss L say? If there is no truth, if there is no honesty, if there is no accountability for the actions of individuals, then there is no community. Collective, you better do this ish individually so you can protect your own money and protect your heart. Because you may think somebody is your friend and they will turn on you in 2.5 seconds. Get better than them. Get better than them and watch what happens. So, where is it? Oh, ladies first. Ladies first. I think I shared it on my. It's not on this phone. It's not on this phone. Crap. So, because it says chat with AI, right? Why are you scamming Black people? Oh, I spelled people wrong. I'm sorry you feel that way. Leap's public materials on this site describe community payment models, product community payment models. So yo, I'm definitely dropping this to the FBI because if Quasi want to sit here, if this is Quasi or whoever it is, because someone was scammed with this, right? So if you are messing with blockchain and all this, well, maybe Big Daddy, Big Daddy Trump need to know this. I don't care. I don't care about these people. They do not authorize scams. And if you believe there's wrongdoings, please provide specifics so we can address it. Okay. All right. So let's show this. Let's show this, y'all. Because wait, hold on. It's home. They have a lot of stuff on this website, and this is exactly how Quasi Boyd set up Invest Relocate Africa and our Kathy Hills Vacation Properties. When I went through the audit, it's like it's a bunch of nonsense, right? But I told y'all, if there's a knot in something, what am I going to do? Damn, I'm pulling my hair out, y'all. Lord, I need to comb my hair and get these knots out my hair. If there is a knot somewhere, I'm going to take it loose. So I like hunting for things. I like hunting for the answers and stuff. I like critical thinking, right? So when I looked through this, I was like, so you told us it was $67,000 in here, and it was actually, once I counted all the money, it's actually double. You, Quasi Boyd, I'm not even going to say allegedly. This is what I see. All this money came in, over $130 some odd dollars, which is half of the $67,500. I always round it up to like 142, but that's half of the money. And Quasi Boyd only told us investors that the investment was only $67,000. Why? Because he probably thought nobody was going to see his bank account. So when people talk about group economics and why? So you could scam us? You want us to put our money with you so you can scam us? How are the high rises going to work in the Gambia? Because like, where are these high rises? Let's look at these high rises, y'all. So you remember they had the high rises up here, right? So you see that. How are these high rises going to work in the Gambia? Please tell me. Because if most of the people that are coming are retired, right? And they're 50, 60, 70, 80 years old, are they walking up all these steps? Or do you think that they're going to build an elevator? In the Gambia, this is not Senegal. This is not Nigeria. This is the Gambia. No disrespect to the Gambia, but y'all behind in times. That's just what it is. So are they going to have air conditioning? Because it gets hot as hell and we know the heat rises, right? No. Now, when I posted this, it said, this is AI. TikTok said, this is AI content. These are AI pictures. But this is what I told you all. You know what? Shadow Black Tea, I keep seeing that. I don't think none of those women on on Atlanta Housewives is as gangster as I am. Because man, if I had their money, this issue would have been taken care of. Okay, so let's see. Yes, please do. Let's see what's going on. Now it says I can pull specific cost financing or timeline details from the diaspora cities if you want. So they said 2026 to 2032. So I'm going to say this, guys. When people talk about, this is what I noticed with Invest Relocate Africa and our Kathy Hills Vacation Properties. So why did Quasi rent a place to renovate? Are we renovating other people's property? How is that going to benefit investors? How is that going to benefit investors if we're leasing a place for 12 months and then you're going to do all this renovations? Now, I've been in the Gambia long enough to know that when you fix up a place that you're staying at, next thing you know, they're going to raise your rent so much to get you out. So you just fixed up their property. Why? We wouldn't do that here in America. So why are these African Americans going to the Gambia and going to Africa talking about we're going to renovate somebody else's property? Do you not know that that doesn't make any sense? Or was the big picture, was it never, how can I say this? Their goal was to never finalize or fix anything. Their goal was to take our money. Because if you're in the Gambia, then you know over 2 million Dalasi is enough to furnish, not renovate. Yes, you can renovate, but I'm just saying we're gonna lead a renovation to furnish a compound. Why were the 3 bedrooms that one of the bedrooms TAC stayed in? Why was it empty? Why did he sleep on the floor on you know, they have them really, really thin mattresses, right? Those baby mattresses. Why did he sleep on the floor? Just like Dr. Umar, right? There's no school. He just want to keep taking money and keep taking money. This is what scammers do. They never want to finish it. So this is why I'm never going to stop talking about this, because what? These people have never finished. They haven't stopped, so why would I stop? What do they say? You can't take, who was that, Bob Marley? We can't take a day off because the devils aren't taking days off. So it says high rises in the Gambia will be built part of the Diaspora Master Plan, 8 mixed-use towers, 15 stories with phased infrastructure, legal and financing milestones. So who is financing this, y'all? Because the Gambian government is just worried about nice cars and chasing hoes. So who's financing this? Who's going to build it? That's the big question. Who's going to build it? Gambians? No disrespect to Gambians, right? But they're just not there. Who's going to build this? Don't worry, I won't wait. Expected stage timelines. So Kwesi Boyd said in a video for the 8-bedroom mini hotel, oh, in 6 weeks is going to be done. I get there and no work was being done. These people will lie to your face over and over and over, because they know when you come to Africa and you see that nothing is done, what is a single woman going to do? She going to attack the man? What is she going to do? But the men got their money back, right? Melanated Mosley, he got his money back. And the people that Kwesi knew would keep their mouth shut, he gave them their monies back. But you ain't never met a BITCH like me. You never met a Stella like me, right? I know I got mother effing issues. And if you take my money, I'm going to be on your ass like white on rice. So Rain says, I feel that unless you have an endless amount of money, you should go over there and only worry about yourself. Yes, it is a bit selfish, but essential for survival. Amen. And guess what? We come from a capitalistic society, so maybe we should keep that. Maybe we should keep that. Because if you go over there and you share your money, people will take. If you're on my Facebook page, you see LaSonia Bethea, right? She stayed in my place and want to stay in my place for $150 a month. She had solar. If the lights went off, if Nawek cut the lights off, I still had fans, ceiling fans, and lights upstairs throughout the whole home. The only thing that you didn't have was you didn't have any juice in the plug, right? You couldn't charge anything upstairs, but there were 2 plugs downstairs in the living room that you could come downstairs and charge it. And you want to pay me $150 a month? These Stellas are off the mother hook. They are over there to chase penis and penis only. Right, LaSonia? She's a hoe. Oh, you want to pay $150 and you and your sister, her sister was something different. Her sister came there. I think she was breaking up with her husband or something, but her sister, she gave me money. She went and got a microwave, even though I don't really use microwaves. She made the house a home. I wasn't buying all that stuff. I was there temporarily, right? I didn't move there. But LaSonia thought she was going to use her sister's money. Her sister was like, girl, I didn't move here. I'm just here. She went down to the beach. She had double knee surgery. She walked very bow-legged, right? She went to the on the boat ride with me. If y'all saw the boat ride, that was her sister in the African dress. Cute lady, very nice, short, funny. But LaSonia and them are half sisters, okay? I think they got the same daddy. LaSonia was a mama of a hoe. She grew up in a brothel. Jesus Christ, y'all. These are not my people. I have no idea of what this is not my life. So when things like this, when they're talking about this, I'm looking at them like, what in the hell? Okay. I'm just listening. What I don't know how I can't relate. I can't relate. So her sister found a boyfriend down there at the beach. He rubbing and massaging her legs, whatever. They both had dudes spending the night there for $150 a month. So when I told them, yes, you got internet, LaSonia was stealing my detergent, y'all. We have the powder detergent there. She's stealing my detergent. And I'm like, then when she moved, she took the key and then wanted to talk SHIT. She said, oh, well, I didn't say anything because I was in your house, but I ain't in your house no more. I said, oh, really, B? I will F you up, okay? When I see you, I'm going to F you up. I don't care if they arrest me, girl. I got money to pay my... It's very cheap to pay your way out. Mm-hmm. I mean, I know how much the man paid that got caught with the gun. I know how long he stayed in jail, in prison, in mile 2, not jail, prison, mile 2. I know. Mm-hmm. Use a hoe. Let me stop. So, she gives the key to her boyfriend, Energy. He stayed there every night. He takes his. I don't know if you all know, but you know, if your car is on the outside, you better take that your battery out because they will come and steal your battery. they'll lift the hood and they'll steal your battery. I tell you, if something isn't locked down in the Gambia, they will steal your drawers. And if they're on you, if you fall asleep, they're gonna steal your drawers right off of you. So Energy got your key. She was like, oh, because when you leave, you don't have to get a key to the. I said, what? So I said, where did you live at in America? Because when you leave an apartment B, you're supposed to give the owner the key. I said, so since you want to talk ish, when I see you, I'm going to F you up. I mean, I can't be the dude, but I can give a woman a run for her money. Okay? I don't work out for no reason. So when I saw her with Energy, when I saw her, he was turning into JJ's, right? So JJ, the supermarket in front of Kasumai, that's the owner. The person that owns it is that how I said how the Lebanese live. That's his house. And then his wife is the owner of Stop Step. That pharmacy. Oh. So I see her. I'm like, you effing I did. I yelled at her in the streets. I told her when I see her. So I walked up on the car. Right? I greet Energy and Wolof. And I said, LaSonia, what's up, B? You said all that ish on the phone. What's up? She sat there and she just looked straight. Because I'm not the one. I am not the one. I am not the one. Because it's like, so I open up my home to your little whorish ass. And this is the thanks I get? Collective community, my ass. These damn people. She has internet. You stealing my detergent. You don't cook. You eating and you think you gonna pay $150. These bees, these sellers are off the hook. If you're my friend on Facebook, it's LaSonia and it is Abdul Cole, the immigrations officer that smuggled me across the damn border. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, so let's look at this. Let's look at this. So they said, okay. Wait, hold on. Now this chat said, great. Here's a concise pull from the diaspora pages you asked to see. Look at this, y'all. Look at this is hilarious. Hold on, you can't see it. Look at this. Look at this. Can I make it bigger? Yes. Okay, so it says site materials reference a target of 250 million for a sustainable city development. Let me hold on, y'all. I need to put let me see. Hold on. Okay, I gotta take this out. I gotta take this out. I want to put up a poll. Okay. I want to put up a poll. Okay. Now let's start this poll. Done. Okay. Oh, wait. Start the poll. There we go. Okay. So, do we think a diaspora city is coming to the Gambia? Okay, so let me just, so I don't not confuse you all, but make you dizzy. I'm trying to put this back in the holder. Don't scratch the phone, Tay Tay. This is your brand new phone. Okay. Because I don't. I don't. I don't think so. And that's just my personal opinion. Of me being in the Gambia and understanding the Gambia and seeing exactly what's going on in the Gambia, I don't see this coming. I mean, but they talked about this with Akon, right, in Senegal. Whatever happened with that? Did they say he was scamming? What happened with that? You know, I feel like Black people have been bamboozled over and over and over, and we 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 want what's better. We want things that are better, right? Stella, please, it's okay. Let them people walk. She said, how dare they walk past my gate? We want a better life. We want a better retirement. But we need to be able to work with people that are honest, work with people that will hold themselves accountable when they do something wrong, because that's not what we're seeing. We are being screwed. We are being bamboozled. People are losing their money and they are suffering in silence. While these other people, the scammers, are just going on about their business. So when people say, TT, why are you still talking about this? I'm going to talk about this until I'm done talking about it, until I get my justice. Okay? And if you're in the Gambia, come to court. Come to court and hear for yourself. Well, I have something for you all. Once everything is done and over with, I have something for you all. Okay, let me hurry up because I got to send the lawyer some things. So it says key milestones 2026, Q1 and Q4. So this is master planning and feasibility surveys, EIA zoning and approvals. But hold on. Anybody that knows about the Gambia knows that, what do they call the water, the place that's here? That's only for government. You can't have regular stuff there. So how are they going to get this land to do this on the water? What is that called? If anyone is in here and you know what that's called, it's something. I can't read. I want to say it starts with a P, but I'm not sure. But how are you going to get zoning for this? And this is government land. Okay. Just lies. These people just, it looks good. It looks good. 2027, land acquisitions and legal framework, launch financing and partnerships, diaspora bonds, PPPs, PPP loans. What I don't understand with this is, you're taking U.S. money. Are you paying taxes on this? What? How? This is. It sounds good, and if you use AI to help you, it sounds good. But what is actually going to be produced? Because how many people in the Gambia actually produce something? Kwesi hasn't produced anything, and he's been there for how long? I mean, he's been there, what, 2 years behind bag? I think 6 years, right? He said 6 years. It may have been longer than that. What has he produced? Julia has been there for how long? What has she produced? A bunch of people looking for her, for her land sales, right? Kwesi's always hiding. Why are these people always hiding? Core infrastructure, build roads, drainage, water, sanitation, electricity with renewable focus, internet backbone. Y'all, how are they going to do this when Gambia is depending on lights from other people, internet from, water? Are they building? Are they going to build pipes and stuff underneath the ground? How are they doing this? Because this is not America. The problem is, they take American stuff and it sounds good and people invest, right? Wasn't there someone in the Gambia that had like 85 children, and we're doing this and we're doing that. Now they're back in America. These people, I don't believe any of them. Okay. Because I know my plane ticket cost $1,300. There was one time I paid $1,000. These people are paying all this money to bring 20 people to the Gambia and live. Oh God, help me, Lord. I'm happy that I went through what I went through because I understand what I understand, and they can't tell me, nah, 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 nah. You can't tell me nothing. Nah, nah, you can't tell me nothing. No, they can't tell me anything because I know that this is not possible. This is not possible unless you are bringing in what? I mean, because Gambians only think the Indians and the Chinese can build. You bringing in Chinese and Indian people to build this? Who's going to build this? But the sad thing is people will believe this. This is why scammers all, I mean, it looks like they're winning. And they may be winning until somebody like me fight and won't let it go. I'm like, damn Stella with the ball. I'm not letting that go. I'm not letting it go. Core infrastructure, phase one, housing plus schools, clinics. I mean, they did say, invest, relocate Africa, the students, the teachers, and this, that. It all sounds good. It sounds good. But who's going to be the teachers? Who's going to, housing and schools? Who's going to teach? Who's going to be working at the clinics, police and fire, transport routes initiated? Commercial economic hubs. This is funny. This is funny. Expansion and cultural anchors, museum, theaters, and parks. All of this is going to be in here. What is this, like a project? This looks like the projects, y'all. Right? You know how they have all of the apartments, and then at the bottom, they have everything that you need so you don't ever have to leave the property. I've been to Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. I said, what is this? Queensbridge projects. I've been there. I'm like, wait, they got the laundromat, the supermarket, the hair salon. I said, oh, and then they got the big gate, the big tall walls, and then they close the gate. I'm like, well, I don't think they closed the gate, but maybe they have the gate, so maybe they closed it at one point in time, right? And I'm like, wait, why do they have all of this here? I'm confused. And they were like, because they don't want you to leave the projects. You have everything you need. Why would you go outside that gate? I said, this is some malarkey. This is some absolute nonsense. Full city launch and governance. So I'm going to wait for 2032 to see if this is going to happen. If you're looking at what's on Gambia, you know this issue is not happening. So for the people that said, yes, God help you. Okay. I hope you don't lose your damn money. Because people believe this. They actually believe this. Build your own condo. Investor bond, PPP, ask into a single investor brief. Yeah. I'm not looking at this. This is nonsense. This is absolute nonsense. And if y'all believe this, then you should believe that Jesus is coming back tomorrow. Get your life together, pray, and ask for forgiveness, because this is not really, this is it. This is it. 2 and 3 bedroom condo. Now I could say this, y'all. Look, they're going to have a diaspora oasis spa. All of this is AI. It looks amazing. These pictures, a business center. Didn't Quasi say he had the business center in his house, in his Roach Motel? Where he, oh, wait, let me show y'all something. Where he was on all of his quote unquote employees' messenger accounts. He would just go from one computer to the next and they just standing there looking at him. I don't know what this is though, guys. I'm going to let you. Is this it? Wait, hold on. Where is it? So I'm getting information to give to my lawyer, and I see this. This says Quasi Boy Gambia number. Why in the hell is G on his picture? Hold on. What? Why? What is this? Is this boyfriend and boyfriend? What is this? This is Quasi Boy's Gambia number. Why does he have G on here, y'all? Why? This is, but hold on. Was it? Look. What does this say? Hold on. Didn't I tell you? What time does it say? I swear to God, y'all, and when I show you, every time I see numbers like this, it's every day. Every day. So I know I'm on the right path. Every day I see numbers. And I'm like, okay, God. All right. You got me. You got me. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, God. But so what is that? What is that? Why? So it was it Bag that said this to me? Yes, it was Miss Cynthia. So Miss Cynthia and them said to me that they saw Niger, right? Niger is Kieran Oils. He I'll show y'all him the next time. But so there's this guy that makes body butter and all this other stuff. His name is Niger or Troy or whatever. He goes back and forth to the Gambia. He's the one that um sent me Madi. He the one that referred Madi to me, right? So, and then he didn't even know him. So this is what and then he's 60 years old. And girl, stop pulling your hair out. He's 60 years old and he married a 26-year-old, but he's married to another Gambian that he didn't have a ceremony with, and he's married to an American. These people are nasty. They really are nasty. Oh, you see her butt. I'm like, Jesus. Ninja, Bag call you sissy boy. That's what they, because he make body butter. So she said that, what's the name? He put his arm, he was like, oh, Niger started rubbing body butter on Mr. Rick. And Miss Cynthia was like, oh, you talking about sissy boy. That's what we call him. I said, Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints and the Mormons. Sissy boy. They call him sissy boy. So they told me that they saw his phone and Kwesi there was a picture of him and Kwesi hugged up on the phone. I mean, I always thought he was a little, how you doing? Because he's very effeminate. He's very feminine, right? And I always thought he was, how you doing? And yeah, they said, yeah, well, we call him blah, blah, blah. Because we saw a picture of him and Kwesi hugged up. Now, when I met Niger in person, that was at Kwesi's house. He argues me down. I've never been to his house. I said, now, does this nigga think I'm stupid? I saw him. When there is no truth, there is no honesty, there is no accountability. Period. This is nice. This is nice. A movie theater, y'all. I can't. Leap World. But hold on. Let's look at this, right? Leap. Leap. L-E-A-P. League of African Patriots. This is how you know that the person that did this is illiterate as a mug. So if we understand, if we're going to do LEAP, if we're going to do an acronym, it's the first letter of every word. So technically, this should say League, L-O-A-P. But when I want you to, I wanted this to be catchy. I don't understand literacy. I write like I'm a 2-year-old. So yeah, that's funny. I'm supposed to believe this. I'm supposed to believe all of these typos, and I'm supposed to believe that I'm going to put money into your hands, whether it's through crypto, whether it's through blockchain, whether it's through whatever, and I don't have a person's face or anything. And I'm supposed to believe that this money is going to go where it's supposed to go after many people have already been scammed in the Gambia. So I feel like this, y'all. If you believe this, to the people that said yes, and if you believe this, then you'll never come up and say, this was a scam. I mean, then it's your destiny. If you give to this, then it's your destiny to lose money. Okay? Because there is not one face on here that, I mean, how do you have all fake pictures? And you say that this is a $250 million project and I'm supposed to give you money and I can't see not one person's face? This is full of SHIT. Diaspora City. The modern residential, all they did was copy what they used for Akon City and did this. But this is what Kwesi does. He sits in front of the computer and scam. Can you imagine if the boy that's in a man's body would actually use his resources for good? Imagine. But I'm going to tell you, there was a guy that I knew and he said, oh my God. I'm like, why are you thinking about it like that? You could just do, oh, I think like a criminal. They're criminals think like criminals. So we're gonna keep an eye on this for 2032, right? 2032. But this is supposed to be group economics. I'm good. I'm like Rain. I'm an American, and we follow individualism, capitalism, right? How many black people let black people come when your family come and they, oh no, you can't stay here. You gotta stay in a hotel. There's some people like, oh no, we going all pile in the house together, and we love that, right? It sounds good, but in reality, people like, no, you can stay where you can go stay in a hotel, right? Right, Letitia? She didn't want me to see her dirty house, so that's why I went and stayed in the hotel. She's like, I'll pay for you to stay in a hotel. That's because her house was dirty. Okay, so Jesus, I stood up in the middle of the floor and at Quasey's place, I was like, I see roaches. It's nothing but dishes in the sink. I see roaches. I'm like, oh, I don't do roaches. What? I don't have roaches in my house. I stood right in the middle of the floor. I didn't even want to touch the column of the wall. I didn't want nothing to crawl on me. But you're telling me that people are supposed to be staying there? Who? Crackheads? I'm confused. Are y'all paying to stay in a trap house? Because I'm not. Are you going to Africa to live with the roaches and the mice? And on the floor, on a floor that's not finished, is that what we're going to Africa for? The lights go off and we in the night, and we in the dark from 7 to 7. You got to go downstairs and fetch your own water. Do you know that Kwesi Boyd used to get the women to go and get the water and bring it upstairs and fill up his bathtub, y'all? If you have sat in on an investor meeting, then you heard him say that. I said, what in the hell? You are a low. You're going to get the women, these young girls with buckets to go and fetch water for you to take a bath? First of all, no disrespect. A man could take a bath, right? But it's funny when dudes be like, what are you, a woman? You taking a bath? He always talking about taking a bath. But your little raggedy, broke hip behind wouldn't go downstairs and get the water yourself. You got the women going downstairs to get water. Y'all, every time I know something, I'm submitting it to the FBI. And if you are tired of this nonsense and tired of the scammers and you really want community, then I suggest you do the same. IC3.gov. That's what I'm doing. You're welcome, D. It is a red flag. Because if you've been to, now this all sounds good if you've never been to the Gambia. And if you're listening to people like, oh yeah, we're going to Mega Lounge, we're going to the drug dealers, the former, who knows if he's former, he may still be active. But Mega Ty was a drug dealer. He said he was a drug dealer. So we're going to his cigar studio. We supporting criminals. I don't support criminals. I don't know about y'all, but I don't support criminals. Okay? Criminals can go to hell and with gasoline draws on. But there are many YouTubers that are out there supporting criminals. I would never be caught dead with Mega Ty. Why? Oh, because of the, wait, hold on. Ujamaa, right? We have businesses. We're supposed to support each other's businesses, even though he was a drug dealer. It's okay. It's okay. What did it say? Building and supporting Black-owned businesses to keep wealth circulating within the community, fostering economic strength and reliance. So you're supposed to go and support a drug dealer, right? And go to his cigar club and destroy your lungs, okay? Because we're supposed to support group economics. Ujamaa. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that he destroyed the communities that he lived in America with drugs, right? That doesn't matter. So that's when the principles of Kwanzaa doesn't matter. He has a business in the Gambia and he is an upstanding citizen. He cleared Kwesi Boyd. Jesus Christ. Y'all, I'm gone. You are Africa's future, and your money is Africa's future. So I'm going to always keep y'all updated on the scams. But unfortunately, a new, I guess I was a sucker. A sucker is born every day. But, okay, so here says the founders agreement. Let's see what this says. Please review the agreements below. I wonder if this has to do with, let's see what it looks like. Founding members agreement, connecting the diasporans to Africa's Digital Future League of confidential for internal use only. So wait, so you see what this, Jesus Christ. I don't even think this is supposed to be here, because if it's confidential for internal use only, then I'm sorry, then it shouldn't be online, right? It wouldn't be online, right? If it's confidential for internal use only, right? No, they have taken, if you've ever created a website, then you know certain things are already in there, right? So all they did was type stuff in and they forgot to take this out. But I saw this in another one. So let's see. This agreement confirms that blah, blah, blah is recognized as a founding member. If you all look at, oh, shoot, my knee hurt. When you look at this, keep in mind if you saw my agreement for Art Kathy Hills Vacation Properties. Okay. Member of the League of African Patriots, INC LEAP, and will be allocated a percentage of shares in the organization as outlined below. Capital structure, total authorized shares of LEAP, 60 million. 49%, 29,400 shares reserved in the Marcus, whoever this is, right? We don't know who that is. It's a no face, and you're supposed to invest your money. 51% are available to the community and private investors. Current organizational valuation is 3 million. Do they have any proof of this? Let me see. Current organizational values. Show me proof of the current organization. Wait, come on. I can't type because I got this on my finger. My finger's still swollen. Of the current organizational valuation. So they're saying they have 3 million. They said they have 3 million at what is it? Hold on. Current price share 5 cents. So I don't really understand this, right? Because I don't do blockchain or whatever. But you're telling me that the current share price is 5 cents and y'all are at 3 million. So I mean, that's a lot of, let's divide 3 million by 5. Where's my phone? That. Come on now. Come on. 3 million, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, divided by 0.05. So I guess people bought 60 million in shares. That's what they say. 60 million in shares. People have bought already. I don't believe that. I'm sorry. I don't believe that. I do not believe that. But hold on. Maybe I should send this to the Gambian government. Let me send this to my favorite detective to see if this is actually real. Do you know? Because I'm going to tell y'all, the business wasn't registered. Invest Relocate Africa and Art Kathy Hills was not registered in the Gambia. Where are the leases? You leased these properties and you said that these properties was under your name. Where are they? You better show and prove, nigga. You better show and prove. Okay. Effective share pool. All right, so let's keep going. This is hurting my brain. Title, temporary. Hold on. What? Hold on. Rights and responsibilities, blah, blah, blah. Consideration, general provisions. Any dispute. Okay, so now this is funny. Okay, so let me read this. This agreement shall be governed by the laws and jurisdictions in which LEAP is incorporated. What? Hold on. Wait, hold on. This agreement shall be governed by the laws of the jurisdiction in which LEAP is incorporated. So where is LEAP incorporated? Because they done showed us how many flags? It was Gambia, it was Senegal, and it was 2 other flags. So where is it incorporated? Okay, let's see. Let's keep. Any disputes arising under this agreement shall be first subject to mediation or arbitration prior to legal action. So if this is Quasi, he's trying to stop what has happened because what was her name? The one that had brain surgery. Jesus, what's her name? Harmony Mitchell, right? Phoenix friend. But she couldn't call Phoenix to help her broke ass, her and her husband, right? Okay, so Phoenix friend, Quasi knew that Phoenix friend Harmony, her what's the name is in, I guess her background is in HR. So he got her to create HR whatever after the fact. He was trying to shut me up. You can't shut me up, Ninja. You can't shut me the F up. You took my money. You took money. So Kim, that's a lawyer. I don't know if it was her, but it was a lawyer tried to invest, and Quasi and them would not take the lawyer's money. Why? Because they were afraid that she was going to sue. But you took my money and then you talk ish. You didn't think that I'm the crazy one. Oh, ladies first, ladies first. Signed and agreed, League of African Patriots, Inc. Marcus Satoshi Trust by and through its trustee, titled temporary trustee. So this looks like something that they sent us. So it's saying if you invest 1,000 at 3 costs per share, you get 33,3333 shares. Gross value 1,666. Blah blah blah. Net profit 665. You know, now this is my thing. I will love to see if someone actually did this, right? So who knows how true this is? They could just be throwing numbers up there. But if you decide to do it and it actually works, then please come and tell me. Come shut me the F up. I dare you. I triple dog dare you. I triple dog dare you. If you invest in this and it's legit, I triple dog dare you to come on my channel and shut me the F up. Do it. Do it. Come and shut Tay Tay's mouth, because I know people want me to shut my mouth anyway. Shut up, Tay Tay. Stop telling the truth about the damn Gambia and these people in America, these Americans that's coming to the Gambia. Tell the truth. This says United States of Africa Global Airport Hub. Y'all, I can't. How can you think that this is... They will sell anything. I tell you. When the Americans get to Africa, to get to the Gambia, and they cannot sustain themselves, if you see an American selling land, they ran out of money. They're scamming. How many Americans was over there selling land? Oh, I'm selling land. I got 25 children. These people are full of SHIT. And then they run back to America. But then they're like, oh, Tay Tay, you ran back to America. I ain't run nowhere, Ninja, because I never moved there. I was screwed over. Let me switch mics. By Molly Bumpster Ass Morris and Phoenix Tubob Ass Rain. Because if I was only supposed to be there, scheduled to be there for a certain amount of time, why didn't they take me to an apartment or a hotel where that way I can stay for the time that I'm supposed to be there, and I can leave the time that I'm supposed to leave? No, because these ninjas needed money. So you screwed me over, and then you thought I was going to shut my mouth. How do you feel now? Bumpster 1 and Bumpster 2. Bumpster 1 and Bumette 2. Phoenix a piece of work, y'all. This girl ain't had no PP in so long. I mean, how you going to be staying in someone's home and then okay. I don't care. I do care, right? Because it's my house. But I was like, you know what? She said ain't nobody touched her in like 8 years. So on her birthday, she's like, oh my God, this Rasta. I got a picture of him. That's G's cousin. Oh my God. Because someone took the picture and he was in the background behind me. So it's a picture of me. right? And he's in the background. And she's like, oh my God, he wants this. And I'm like, okay, so what the hell you want me to do, ma'am? You 50 some odd years old. Why are you asking me if you know you want him to knock the cobwebs off of it? So, but why do I have to hear you? Bitch, you are in my house. This is how disrespectful these people are. But they talking about community? Why do I want to hear that? Phoenix, you are a piece of shit. You and your husband still stealing people's shoes? Y'all still stealing people's shoes and coming to people's homes to eat every day because you don't have any money? Jesus Christ. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna go. I have showed you enough of this. If you feel comfortable and you want to go on here, then go on here. And I valid that all statements above come from the site pages and agreements available on your site. But I wanted to see, okay, the site shows an internal company validation report that states a conservative, but that's just on here. Where's their real proof? I can type anything. Okay, so it says, hold on. The valuation details and supporting breakdown appear in the LEAP valuation and related founders and agreements pages, which I was just in. LEAP valuation, founders agreements, J. Bellamy Moody agreements. Who is J. Bellamy Moody? Okay, let's see who that is. Let's Google. Google. J. Edgar Hoover. That's not what they said. J. Bellamy Moody. What is that? We didn't ask for Joyce Bellamy. Who the hell is Joyce Bellamy? Hey, Dr. Joyce Bellamy. J. Bellamy Moody likely refers to Joyce Bellamy Moody, a prominent African-American female pastor, theologian, author, speaker, counselor known for her ministry. Okay, so let's see if there's LEAP anything around there because her name is on here. Is she associated with? Hold on. Now, this is what AI is telling me. It's saying most likely refers to Dr. Joyce Bellamy Moody. I don't know. But let's say this. Did they look this woman up and decide to put her name on here? Or is she a part of this? I want to email and say, hey, are you a part of this? Because they have J. Bellamy Moody agreements. You see that? Y'all see that, right? Let me make it bigger for you. Right? J. Bellamy Moody agreements is right here. Right here. Right here. Right there. That's what it says. So is she affiliated with this? Because that's the only real name that I see on here. Everybody else is AI. I want to hit her up on Facebook and say, is this you? Your name is on here, ma'am. I am going to do it. I'm just not going to do it while I'm on here with y'all. I am going to do it. Are you affiliated with this? Are you affiliated with LEAP in Africa, in the Gambia? If you need the original report document or a formal third-party audited valuation, I can outline the next steps to request or commission that from the team. I'm clicking on it. So this is the same. Okay, so no. Is this the same thing I was just looking at? No. There it is. There it is. You see it? Do you see it? I mother effing told y'all. I told you. Look, what is this? What is that? Get him, Stella. You want to know? Let me go get my dog this last piece of chicken. I know they like, damn, the owner of the house is rowdy, about it, and then her damn dog. Stella, it's okay. It's okay. You about to get us kicked out. I'm yelling, you yelling. Do y'all see that? What does that say? What the F does that say? Tay-Tay ain't got a mother effing lie. What does that say? Can you see it? Let me make sure y'all can see that shit. Let me make sure you can see it. What does that say? With appreciation, Mass Quasi Boyd, owner and CEO, Leap. Now, I didn't see this before. What did I kept saying? I assume that this is Quasi. I assume that this is Quasi. I assume that this is fucking Quasi. And what is it? With a multi-million dollar, y'all, I'm gonna leave it right there. I'm done. I'm gonna leave it right there. Sally, you want a piece of chicken? I'm gonna leave it right there. I ain't gotta effing lie. But how many times do these niggas gotta how many times do these niggas, and I'm saying niggas because this is what happens, right? An ignorant ass person, how many times do they gotta scam? How many times do they have to scam? Dear Joyce Bellamy Moody, thank you for your interest in the LEAP organization. With over a decade of experience, this nigga lying, right? With over a decade of experience in the travel and tourism industry across West Africa, we have been able to build a seven-figure enterprise and lay foundation for a future filled with tremendous potential. Y'all, drop mic. Just drop the damn mic. I don't want my mic to fall, but you heard me drop it? Drop the mic. Oh, I'm definitely sending it to the FBI now. So, is there a seven? So I'm gonna reach out to Moody. I'm gonna reach out to Dr. Bellamy, Joyce Bellamy. I'm sure I'm gonna reach out to her. So, ma'am, did you know that I was scammed out of 16,000? Do you know that I have a lawsuit against him over there, and you're sitting here supporting him? Jesus Christ. Well, there it is. Yes, chew it up. Chew it up. Yeah. Now you better eat that damn dog food. Okay? You sat there all day and ain't touched that dog food because I've been giving you small pieces of this chicken. That's why I don't give you table food. I give her table food and she will not touch that food. Then she walk around here looking like a crackhead because she's waiting for me to give her more table food. But I got one more small piece to give her. I'll give it to her tomorrow. She has her little appetizer. Now I should hear her crunching on her food. Like, oh, okay, I got my little appetizer snack. Now I can go ahead and eat the rest of my dog food. Oh, y'all, I'm coming to read your comments. That's if you have any. I'm coming. I'm coming. Let me just give Stella this treat and get rid of this. I'm coming. See, I told you now she eating. You hear the crunch? Crunch, crunch, crunch. She was waiting for me to put that chicken over top of her dog food. This is the bougiest dog I have ever met in my life, y'all. So I think I need to put up another poll. Do y'all think that I need to contact Dr. Joyce Bellamy Moody and tell her about my lawsuit? And what is this? I'm going to read this and then I'm going to be done. Because thank you for the validation, God. Thank you for the validation. Because people would think that I'm motherfucking crazy, but I know I'm not. I mean, I am a little crazy, but I'm a good crazy. But no, people would act like I'm stupid, like I'm crazy, like I don't know what I'm talking about, like I'm sitting here lying. And why the F would I lie to y'all about losing 16,000? And plus 16,000 plus, right? 16,000 was the investment. Quasi borrowed $300 to $400 a day I was there, right? $400 a day I was there. Why are you borrowing money? Because you a broke ninja. That's why. So it says, thank you for your interest in the LEAP organization with over a decade of experience in travel and tourism industry across West Africa. Is that true? I think that's a lie. We have been able to build a seven-figure enterprise and lay the foundation of a future filled with tremendous potential. How? Ninja, you've been arrested how many times in the Gambia? And you have a huge lawsuit against you. As a strategic partner, you will have the opportunity. What the hell? You will have the opportunity to benefit from our growing global movement spanning real estate, technology, import, export, and other high impact sectors. I have sent you 2 documents for your review. Treasury Moderator Agreement, appointing you as a Treasury Moderator for the Northeast United States. What? Founding Member Agreement, providing you with a share package created for our early investors. Wait, hold on, y'all. Do y'all see this? Do y'all see this? He's stupid. He's stupid. So let me just get rid of him. He's stupid. But these are the black men that I be talking about. Like, what's wrong with y'all? Do you really hate yourself that much? Or you hate your mama? You hate the vagina you came out of? That's what it is. They hate their mama, so they hate black women. Stupid ass. Simple ninja. Never had 16 in his account. Never. Just stupid. Did I block him? Let me make sure I blocked his dumb ass. Yeah. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know I got trauma. I have trauma and I will go off. I will. But I am seeing a therapist. So I'm trying. But to lose all this money, for my name to be defamed in the streets because this dude is a scammer, right? How do you think I'm going to behave? I lost 16 stacks. Yeah, nigga, 16 stacks. Have you ever had 16 stack plant-based black man? Right? But then I purchased a car. I lost a lot of money. I lost a lot of money in 1 year in the Gambia, and I have nothing to show for it due to this mother Quasi Boyd. So when I said that I was going to contact Dr. J. Bellamy Moody, I'm going to contact her and I'm going to send her a copy of the finalized statement of claim, my lawsuit. So to all my Gambias that are listening, when it's filed, go and get a copy and you will see everything that Quasi Boyd has done that we're doing in court. Right? That supports the case. You won't know everything that he's done because Quasi Boyd has done a lot of things. He has done a lot of things. But in regards to us losing money, in regards to group economics, in regards to collective behavior, collective work, in regards to the community of Black people, this is what we see. People scamming us and taking our money. This is what we see. This is what we see. This is ridiculous. Let me put this back up so y'all can see. So if I thought, because y'all know, I kept saying, if it's Quasi Boyd, if it's Quasi Boyd, if it's Quasi Boyd, I kept saying, if it's him. And now what do we see? We see it's him. How many times is he going to do this to us? FBI will know. I'm going to contact J Moody and I'm going to tell her, so you didn't got associated with this ninja? You want to talk to my lawyer? Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you to the person that sent me this. I'm sorry that you were scammed. I'm so sorry. But I swear before God, if y'all stand with me, we will take this motherfucker down. Because I'm tired. Community? Community? Community economics so you can continue to steal our money? What the hell is going on here? I think these criminals have found out and they know that they can go to the Gambia and they can scam because it's a scammer's paradise. Who's going to hold you accountable? Who's going to file a lawsuit like I did? Hire 2 lawyers. One take your money, take your car. The other one take your money. He did give me 75% back of my money, right? The third one was just like, oh yeah, I'm going to charge you this, that, and the third. And I'm going to charge you a percentage. And I'm like, well, can you look at the evidence and tell me how would it apply to what, to the Gambian law? A whole year. Oh, well, if you want to do the case, the monetary and the defamation together, you're going to have to get another lawyer. Ma'am, you are 60 years old. You are a senior. I'm not messing with the senior lawyers anymore because all they do is take advantage. So shout out to my lawyer. It's me and you, brother. It's me and you. And I see his ass is working, which means I got to get off because I got to give him, I need to give him 3 points. Evidence for 3 different points. But yes, I'm going to be contacting Dr. J. Let me do this right now. Hold on. I'm going to do this right now and I will be contacting her on Facebook. Yes, I'm going to be contacting her. Look at this. She got 144,000 subscribers, right? Let's close that. So what they do is they go after these people that are activists, right? And they make it seem like they're doing something good. Isn't that what what's the name did with Chief Montana and Art Kathy? And now she like, well, I mean, I thought you said Chief Montana is the dude. Well, he can't cure your cancer. Oh, Jesus. But yes, I'm going to be. Oh, hell no. I don't eat that slave food, boo. Is that chitlins in the end? No, not today. I mean, so oh God, I don't even want to say this. I don't even want to say this. I don't want to say this, but I gotta say it. I gotta say it. Oh, Girl, I'm on a live. I'll call you right back. Give me 5 minutes. Sorry. Um, I haven't talked to her in forever. But what I am gonna say is, how can I'm gonna contact her? But what I am gonna say is, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna let it go because I can't even get it out. I got validation. I thought it was him, but now I know officially that it is him. So this is what I'm gonna say. How can these same people talk about community economics, collective work, all these things that lift up black people, right? But then we eat slave food. Isn't that like a contradiction? Is that a contradiction? I can't. So we pushing black economics, black power, black this, black man, black woman, black child, but then we continue to eat slave food and we're killing ourselves and we're killing our people. I mean, for me, I just feel like it goes hand in hand. It's not just one, it's all, right? We need, it's not just, we don't just need group economics. We don't just need collective work. What we need is a revamp of everything, right? For that friend that you have that has been saying, I want to lose weight, but they don't know how. Then why do y'all think that I show you what I eat? Right? I'm doing the part. This is why there's so many people that don't like me, because they fake and phony. I'm going to help you when you come to the Gambia. I'm not just going to sit around and talk about your ass. Okay? Like they were saying, Anja, Miss Cynthia said Anja came to, what's the name? Came to the compound, came to bag. And then what did they said she came to bag, and she was saying, you see those heads on top of the dirt? And Miss Cynthia was like, well, she losing it, right? And she said, girl, I just said, yeah, I see him. Well, how is that community? You see someone having a fucking psychotic break and you just, I'm good. I'm good, y'all. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I don't understand. And these are not my people. These are not my people. So, like Miss L said, if she wants to be, let me just finish that one up. Let me finish with that. She wants to be around like-minded folk, right? Even if she said, even if her, what's her name is small. Wait, hold on. What happened to Alma? Hold on. Wait, what? Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button. That's why. Okay. Come on, I need you to open this. Wait, hold on. Oh, there it is. I'm like, where are all my screens at? Okay, so let me see. Okay, that is close. Okay. Jesus, take the wheel. I knew it. I knew it. I freaking knew it. Mm, mm, mm. So I'm going to contact Dr. Moody. I'm going to contact her and I'm going to ask her, do you know that Quasi Boyd, blah, 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 blah. And that will be the end of it. And I've proved my point. What am I doing? History. I've proved my point. I knew he was behind it. I knew he was behind it. People try to act like I'm crazy. I knew he was behind it. I think this is it. Is this it? Wait, let me go to her page. Let me see. Is this it?
Here's the next one. Coming in quick to tell you whether it's community or community, and you're not quite sure of the meaning and how the two of them differ. Understand this. If there is no unity in community, then it does not work. So keep the ties and the toes and the tails. We are staying with the community where there is construct and unity, peace and love.
All right, so this is not it. Let me go to, there is a video that she posted. I think it is, let me see, Thanksgiving. I think this may be it. Let me see.
Greetings, family. Happy Sunday. We are down to day 28, or should I say we're up to day 28 because we're counting higher as we count down the years. this day of thanks and giving. I'm giving thanks for my beautiful home and the opportunity to sit in the stillness and quietness of my beautiful home. I'm giving thanks because I remember it was around this time last year that I was in New York City in the cold, very, very, very cold. And at that time, I was thankful because it had taken me about 3 months to find a job, and I did find one. It was supposed to start on the second day of the new year. And I'm glad that 12 months later, I am now back in the Gambia for the new year. So for that, I'm giving thanks. Also, day 3 of Kwanzaa, the word for today, the practice to remember for the day is Ujima or Ujima, which is collective work and responsibility. Well,
Mm.
as a Black American in the Gambia, I have learned that my collective community work and responsibility has to be in a small circle with like minded people
Mhm.
so that the responsibilities of helping will not become a hardship on just one.
Hmm.
And so for 2026,
You heard
I
that,
want
right?
to move forward really with awareness to make sure that everyone gets an opportunity to participate in building and supporting the community here in the Gambia. Peace and love. I have my question for you, Boneka.
Foneka. Foneka means where are you? Foidem, where are you going? I can't wait to finish my book, my travel book. Hey. So, when I look at stuff, when I go to the Gambia, y'all, I'm looking at business. Okay. I'm looking at how can I make money? I'm looking at the Gambia the way Gambians look at the Gambia when they have moved abroad. That's what I have always been jealous of the foreigners. I'm like, damn, they can live their best life. Like they have their life in America, but they're funding their life in America, but they're also funding their life overseas, which is going to be way better. So that's how I looked at it. I just didn't expect to meet all these criminals. So I too agree with Miss L. My aunt on the mat 6197, right? I too agree with her. Your circle being small, like-minded folk. Your circle being small with like-minded folk. Because if you end up connecting with someone like Kwesi Boyd, you're going to end up on this computer like myself and suing him. But maybe you won't end up like that because I'm not going to lie, a lot of people not built for court like I am. But when I have the evidence and we get in front of that judge, what happened to the money debt? I'll see you all next time. Thanks for joining me.